What are the worst decisions the WWE has ever made? Now, we're not talking about business decisions, such as the XFL, WWE World Restaurant, or Diesel as world champion. Nor are we discussing patterns of decisions such as Cena Wins LOL, Roman Wins LOL, or putting part-timers over their full-time talents. Those are cumulatively very bad, but individually okay, I suppose. Relatively harmless. We mean, which singular decisions made by the WWE have had the most significant impact on their product for the worst? We can think of three that stand head and shoulders above the rest. NXT 2.0, taking Raw to 3 hours, and now Smackdown to 3 hours, and the 2001 heel turn of Stone Cold. Funnily enough, that happens to be the topic of today's video. Before we begin our assessment of the Ringmaster's heel turn, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to like this video and subscribe to Honor Wrestling Club. It really does help out the channel, and it costs you nothing, so go on, spread the love and subscribe. Thank you, now on with the video. At WrestleMania 17, the most popular figure in all of professional wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin, won the WWE World title and turned heel in the main event of the greatest pay-per-view of all time. The occurrence sent shockwaves through the business, and WWE in particular, although the fans in attendance didn't seem to realize this was a heel turn. The transformation of such an icon fundamentally changed storylines, and paired with WWE acquiring WCW, signaled the end of the wildly successful Attitude Era, and wrestling as a pop culture mainstay product. There were creative changes to follow, as well as changes to revenue, as the company's top merchandise mover no longer courted fans, but rather actively pushed them away. The best shot at making Stone Cold's heel turn work came in a feud that paired Austin with Triple H against Kane and The Undertaker. The storyline and its matches, despite being well executed, failed in its mission to make the Texas Rattlesnake the biggest heel in the business. Revisiting Steve Austin and Triple H versus The Undertaker and Kane. After Stone Cold Steve Austin turned heel, it didn't take long for him to strike up a partnership with Triple H. Together, they built themselves the two-man power trip and set forth to dominate, reigning as world and intercontinental champions respectively. It only made sense for them to cross paths with The Undertaker and Kane. The Brothers of Destruction set up one of the biggest rivalries of their tag team career when they won the tag team titles from Edge and Christian in the same time frame. This led to the following pay-per-view main event, where the two teams squared off at Backlash 2001, 4 weeks after WrestleMania, and continued the rivalry into the following month with The Undertaker challenging Austin for the WWE Championship in a no-holds-barred match, and Kane actually defeating Triple H for the Intercontinental title in a chain match at Judgment Day 2001. If anyone could make Stone Cold a heel, it was The Undertaker and Kane. For much of spring 2001, The Rock was out of the picture filming The Scorpion King in the early stages of his acting career. Triple H was playing a heel character teamed with Steve Austin. Kurt Angle had worked main events as a heel, but wasn't set up to work as a face at the time. Guys like Chris Jericho were still working his way up the card. This left The Undertaker and Kane as the only viable options for believable main event matches for Austin. Two of the top faces of the Attitude Era were not only the best choices to get Stone Cold Steve Austin over as a heel, but arguably the only choices. The Undertaker was very popular in his biker gimmick, although had a rough 2000 with his work rate being considerably lower than it had been previously, and particularly when Kane teamed up with his brother, he was a viable main event attraction too. So the premise of the Brothers of Destruction versus the two-man power trip certainly had its box office appeal. However, this explosion of star teams felt less like two heroes squaring off against two villains than four huge stars battling. Triple H, the only one among them whom fans were prepared to boo with their full hearts. And there's the major problem with this decision. WWE fans still wanted to cheer Steve Austin. For as popular as the Brothers of Destruction were, they faced an all but impossible task in having to be more popular than Stone Cold Steve Austin. So popular that they could turn fans against it. The Rock might have at least had a fighting chance of pulling this off, but he's truly the only star of that generation whose popularity truly rivaled Austin's. You see, the audience will tell you when they're ready for a change to a character, but fans just did not want to boo Stone Cold. There was a certain logic to Triple H transferring heat to Austin by association. However, the pairing felt less like the game moving Stone Cold further to the dark side than like a dream team aligning. Cool and powerful enough to run roughshod over lesser talents. It further didn't help that, for as popular as The Undertaker and Kane may have been, they were still giants who made Austin and Helmsley look like physical underdogs. As such, it was an uphill battle to truly turn fans against Stone Cold, and it never came together, and this then led into the Invasion. The WCW Invasion angle was doomed. Things changed rapidly in the back half of 2001. Triple H tore his quadricep in May, immediately altering Steve Austin's trajectory. From there, WWE's attempted reboot of WCW fell flat on its face, leading to a rushed Invasion angle with WCW stars teaming with ECW alumni. Positioning Stone Cold as the leader of the alliance may have drawn some heat, given fans sincerely didn't like the group. Still, even with the Brothers of Destruction and other top names from WWE continuing to pursue him, Austin was simply hard for wrestling fans to hate. Don't get it wrong, Austin did very well in the position of a heel, seemingly finding some excellent comedy chops that had previously not been seen. However, it was a creatively and business-wise dud, and hit WWE's success so hard that WWE has never really recovered from it. In the end, it may not have been realistic to expect anyone to turn fans against Steve Austin in 2001. Brutalizing Jim Ross and the Hardy Boys, in doing so portraying Austin as a bully, didn't get the job done. Having The Undertaker and Kane stand up to Austin and Triple H was as good of an idea. Still, the truth remained clear with each passing week that Stone Cold never should have turned heel. And there you have it. This is our look back on WWE's decision to turn Stunning Steve heel in 2001. So, what do you think? What is your take on the decision to turn Stone Cold heel? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button to never miss out on any of the content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. But that's all for now, so I'd like to thank you for watching, and welcome to the club. See you next time.